Hello, everybody. This is the Uncle and the Carbuncle. Welcome to our podcast. And today's podcast is going to be more of a rant. I'm tired of all these pansy ass pitchers we have today, where if they go 5 innings, they throw a parade for them. Listen, it wasn't all that long ago when pitchers in the World Series, the starting pitcher in the first game would also throw the fourth game, and he would throw the seventh game if there was one. I'm reminded of the World Series in 1965, where Koufax threw 3 games in 8 days, and he threw the seventh game of the World Series on 2 days' rest, and he threw a three-hit shutout. And he only threw a fastball. His curveball wasn't working that day. And now I'm listening to guys like Greinke, who in the seventh game of the World Series was the first time I think he threw more than 5 innings in a game. Um, I remember a game in 1963. Warren Spahn, who was maybe the best left-handed pitcher in the history of baseball, and Juan Marichal, a great Dominican pitcher for the Giants. They had pitched a 16-inning game. They both pitched all the way. And a guy like Spahn pitched until he was like 42. It's not like he had a short career. Now listen, were some of these pitchers overworked and some of them pay a price for it? Yeah, I guess that's true. But there's got to be a middle ground where we can't look to have 4 innings of a bullpen game every game. I mean, I'm just and I understand if a guy has had Tommy John surgery, that they, for the first couple of years, they kind of ease him into it. I get that. I understand. But, I mean, come on now. Put your big boy pants on, pick up the ball, and throw it.
I don't really have too much of a voice on this matter because I was only born in 2004, so growing up watching baseball, these are kind of the guys that I've seen playing and what I'm kind of used to. I am a student of the game, so I do watch old videos of that, and I definitely see where you're coming from with that. Guys really not being scared, but you also got to take what you said with a grain of salt because a lot of new research is coming out on arm safety and arm health that we didn't really have, say, 50 years ago, 60 years ago. And I think, yeah, people overlook into that a lot, but also you got to take that into consideration. What's your point of view on the health aspect of it?
I think the guys who do the research are pansy asses too. How about that? I'm tired of this. Look, I watched the Dodgers lose a World Series in 2017 because of analytics. Because they didn't want Hill to go through the lineup a third time, even though he was pitching I think he was pitching a shutout. He was a 1 or 2 hit shutout. They took him out. Lost the game, lost the series, the end. I'm tired of it. I'm really just tired of it, man. Let the boys play. Let the boys play. Okay? Don't overanalyze all these things. At the end of the day, let them play.
I kind of see where you're coming from because this season we've seen some crazy shifts defensively because of just the numbers, people being dead pull guys. And yeah, there's a little shift now and there, okay, yeah, but I've seen like 5-man infields on the right side.
Yeah.
I think the Atlanta Braves did that a few times against dead pull lefties, which I just think is completely ridiculous because the guy could really just realistically bunt one down to the left side of the infield and
but they
get
don't
a double out of it.
But they don't.
But they
rarely do they try. And if they did, they put an end to those shifts. If they did some of that,
which I think they should start.
I agree.
Because yeah, analytics, it's one thing to go by them, but that can't be the only thing. You gotta just play baseball at the end of the day. Do what you normally do. Hit the ball, run the bases, make some plays, let the best team win.
You know what, Chris? At the end of the day, that I guess that's what I'm saying. It's got to be a blend. It's got to be a blend of analytics and what the manager sees, what his gut tells him. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. I mean, it's you're watching the game, you get a feel for the game, you get a sense of what's going on. You got to go with that sometimes. And I think we've gotten away from that more and more in the last 4 or 5, 6 years as analytics has taken over. And I'm saying there's got to be a blend. I'm tired of it. Well, he's thrown 5 innings. He's got 90 pitches. Time to look to the bullpen. No, no, no. When did 100 pitches become this magic number? I don't know where it came from, but I know where I'd like to stick it. That's our opinion. Do you have anything else, brother?
I think that's well said. You hit all the points. We'll see where it goes from here in the next 5-6 years from now, and hopefully we see a change in this because it's not really ruining the game, but it's just making it. A starting pitcher should be capable of going more than 5-6 innings, as you said. And these bullpen guys, they're saving their starters at the expense of their bullpen guys. Their bullpen guys are getting worn out more too because most teams don't have bullpen depth, so they use the same 3-4 guys over and over.
Right.
And now those players are getting worn out. So it's really you got to find the happy medium. You got to find a balance in that.
Yeah, I'd like to end with this. I'm gonna give you a stat. This is from the 1963 World Series between the Dodgers and Yankees. Dodgers won that series in 4 games. So in the 4 games, there were 108 possible outs the Yankees had. 106 of them were gotten by the Dodgers starting pitching. There was one pitcher who came out with 1 out in the 9th inning, and Ron Peronowski got 2 outs. Every other out in that World Series was attained by the Dodgers starting pitching. Think about that, you analytics. We're the Uncle and the Carbuncle. You can reach us at Uncle, UNCLE, and Carbuncle, CARBUNCLE, at gmail.com. We'll see you soon.